This topic is called first block choice, and it has to do with choosing your first block right after you finish your EO line. Choosing the first block and solving the first block is what starts your F2L stage. So before I start moving the cube around, I'd like to talk about the structure of the F2L. And this is very important to know, even though it might not be running in your head the whole time when you solve. But just listen to this once. Let's talk about the left side of the cube. The F2L is comprised of 5 different pieces. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The center doesn't really count because it's already there. So basically you're going to be solving these 5 pieces on the left here for your left side of the F2L. And you can either start forming this by solving a block like this. I'm going to be calling this a block. Or you can solve a pair like this. So if you really think about the structure of the F2L, you have 4 different things you can do, right? You can build a block, or this block, or the back pair, or the front pair if blue is your front. So you have 4 different choices, and because the right side is the same as the left side, you have 8 different choices. And 8 can be daunting sometimes because, I mean, who expects to make one best choice out of 8 possible choices, right? So that's where the practice kicks in, and that's where you need to balance the easy, obvious choice with the low move count choice, and that takes a lot of practice. So let's scramble this cube up. So what I'm going to do is solve the EO line like this, and then let's figure out all of our choices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all 8 of the choices and talk to you guys about efficiency and just signals that something might not be efficient. So let's take a look at this pair right here. So the front right pair, and the pieces are here and here, and that's not too bad because you can do this and then put the piece here and then stack it like this. But you know, it's a lot of moves, and this piece is trapped on the other side, so that's not too great. And it's also not that great of an idea to solve this block. So this bottom block, because there's really nothing to go on because this piece is trapped. For this back block, again, there's really nothing to go on because it's this piece is over here and it's so unattractive to attach this piece. I suppose you can do this and attach it, but then this piece will be trapped and it's just not attractive at all. And lastly, this this pair here, I suppose you could do this, but again, this would be trapped. So the idea is none of the structures on the right are that attractive because this piece is just trapped here. And this piece, once you see it, it's kind of like a signal. The signal is, don't solve me because it's totally awkward. And as soon as you see this, you shouldn't consider anything on the right side, and your attention should automatically shift to the left side. Not 100% of the time, but relying on the signals is a very good way to cut down your choices, and so you don't have to, you know, be totally intimidated by 8 choices. Anyway, let's take a look at the front block here. The front block you can do by pushing this down and then pushing it up. So not horrible. The front pair is this pair. You can just solve it like this. And let's see, the back block is kind of awkward because these pieces are attached strangely, and the back pair is very easy because the pieces can attach like this, and that's actually what I'm going to do. That's the first thing that I would see, and because it's so obvious on this side, it's just asking to be solved, so let's solve it. And then I have this pair, and then I have the red-blue, oops. And then I have this pair. OLL, PLL. Alright, so as you can see, choosing the first block can get kind of weird because you have so many choices. What you can do is you can use signals like this strange opposite cross piece solved to eliminate your choices and really narrow your practical choice list down. Or what you can do is if you can plan an edge piece or a cross piece during your EO line planning, if you solve that, you can reduce the number of choices. Sometimes I make 3/4 crosses so that I don't have to be bogged down with choosing 1 and 8, because it's very hard. It's hard for everyone. So if you solve this cross piece, you get 2 pairs and 4 blocks. So you really get 6 choices, and that's a little better than 8, and I'll use other signals to really figure out which pair is best. So just try to mix and match your signals and how much you can solve in the beginning, and never hesitate to practice, just investigating all your choices, and tell yourself why a choice is good, why a choice is bad, because those can lead to you finding new signals that something is good and something is bad. And these signals can be kind of personal depending on how much you know about the F2L and how you know how well you can attach pieces and how well you know the method. So find signals for yourself, figure out what you can do and what you can't, and always practice this step slowly and on time so you don't rush yourself. Thanks for watching.